By now you've probably seen the video of Congressman Emanuel Cleaver giving the invocation to open the 117th Congress last Sunday. To celebrate new House rules that outlaw the use of such offensively sexist terms as mother and father, Mr. Cleaver, a Democrat representing Harry Truman's district in Missouri and a Methodist minister, concluded this way: "And I dare to ask, O Lord, peace even in this chamber now and evermore. We ask it in the name of the monotheistic God Brahma, and God known by many names, by many different faiths. Amen and women." It is truly difficult to know where to start on this. We could start with the obvious that amen has nothing to do with the sex of a person. As Ben Shapiro noted, amen is a biblical Hebrew word meaning may it be so. Ben is an Orthodox Jew who knows that without ever spending a day in rabbinical school. The Jewish pronunciation is roughly amen. It is not women. Now I have to wonder what John Wesley would think of Methodist theological education today. Now as for that Brahma reference, this is no bull. Mr. Cleaver's reference was to the Hindu idol Brahma, the god of creation, who was born inside a golden egg, we are told, but who is considered human. We are gratified nonetheless to learn that the People's House has more important things to do than clean up our scandalous election fraud or end social media's protection from libel law. It is more important, says James McGovern, a Massachusetts Democrat and chairman of the House Rules Committee, to protect young snowflakes from hearing the caustic language of women-hating Republicans. Changing pronouns and familial relationships, he says, is necessary to honor all gender identities. Sister and brother are out, so are aunt and uncle, so are grandmother and grandfather. We have siblings and siblings of our parents and parents of our parents. "Oh, parent, sibling Mildred, thank you for the winter solstice gifts," we might say. Now, if Congressman McGovern is talking about gender, it's admirable that he would honor subjective and objective case rules, masculine and feminine pronouns, and things of that sort. But if he's talking about people, the last time we looked there were only two sexes, male and female. At least that's what the doctors tell us. Now listen to Tulsi Gabbard exiting the House as the last remaining rational Democrat. It's the height of hypocrisy for people who claim to be the champions of rights for women to deny the very biological existence of women. While standard American English clearly defines indefinite pronouns as masculine or feminine, having nothing to do with the sex of any person, the MLA says those terms are sexist. We say, for example, that dogs are man's best friend. This means that the dog would be Arlene or Mildred's best friend as well as Ralph's. The roots of this go back a very long time. The MLA says that is sexist, apparently unaware of the difference between the gender of language and the sex of a person. One is masculine and feminine, the other is male and female. There is nothing male and there is nothing female about gender classifications of the language. Not so to the MLA. Now it wants us English teachers to say it's okay for a student to write this. Jules is writing their research paper on Jane Austen's Persuasion. Ari read the instructions to themselves or themselves before beginning the test. This use of singular they is widely accepted, the MLA proclaims. No, actually it is not. To this old English teacher and editor, it's like fingernails on the blackboard, and I do not allow any of this kind of nonsense in my classroom. Fortunately, as the atheist party, Democrats don't need to worry about the awkward language of the Lord's Prayer, like, "Our parent who art in heaven," and "Thy kingdom come, thy wanda be done." That's surely how the Reverend Mr. Cleaver would preach it. Says Newt Gingrich, the radical madness has begun. Oh man.